Hey guys, it's Diana, art by Diana Myers, and today is, what is it? Chat and Create is on Saturday, so Paint and Create. Oh, it's been a long day. My granddaughter got in a little car accident. It's fine, well, in my car. My car's in the shop. Insurance guy is going over tomorrow, so it's been a very eventful couple of days. That and the whole YouTube thing, we got to transfer a lot of our live videos. They're changing everything, so I don't know if you know about that, but just come over to my Artsy Rose shop and I'll keep you in the know. I think I got most of the stuff I need. So I'll be doing some stuff on YouTube too. So anyways, we're going to be doing something called a busted canvas. Have you guys ever seen that? Well, basically it's two canvases. One's flat and one's, a regular stretch canvas. And I'm going to do the bunny today. And then Saturday, I'm going to invite you over to the Artsy Rose group. The link's here, I'll put it up. And I'm going to show you how to finish this. Basically, you need hot glue and any kind of decoration that you want. I just kind of used what I had. So, I might make the bunny a little smaller than this original bunny. This bunny is one of my original bunnies that I did, I want to say 3 years ago, but here's the original one. He's on one of those long canvases. Isn't he cute? I didn't used to do nothing with the size. I wish I had kind of done something what I don't know, but I did a bigger version of this. But I think it looks better when it's kind of thinner. But it came out pretty good. So we're going to start that bunny tonight. And like I said, I'm going to put the link up and invite you over to the Artsy Rose group. It's a free group. I'm trying to get to 500, so I need a couple more people. So if you want to come over and help me get to that number, I'd appreciate it. In the meantime, the things that we do over there are kind of fun. We're doing an ATC group. We have a little chat group, and it's a group of wonderful girls who are trading and having fun. And sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But I got like a kind of like a prompt for every month until December. And, some of them are doing, oh God, all kinds of stuff. But they're little cards. Everybody does their own thing. Then I do a monthly challenge, and this month is obviously I got a list of all kinds of Easter stuff. So they're doing all kinds of fun stuff. This is another artist, ATC artist. So those three will win something. Last month we had somebody win who did a lot of the projects for, which was mostly Irish stuff, obviously. So if you come on over, you're going to find lots of good stuff to do. And I do acrylic painting mostly, but I get into a lot of other stuff, things you can do for ATC. I did reverse stenciling with watercolor. I did, what did I do last month? I did all kinds of stuff. So I'm there every Saturday, and I look for things for you to do that's really for the newbie artists, or maybe you've never seen. Some of the stuff I've done, I've learned from other places, and I've never seen it before, so I bring it to you and I teach it to you. And then I'm going to start in 2 weeks to do Palette Knife Tuesday. I'll be doing palette knife stuff just on Tuesday afternoons. I start that the 15th, I think it's the 15th. Whatever that week is, that Tuesday morning, to pick up some more morning people or, midday people. So I'm going to start this right now. I'm going to turn this around. I'm kind of doing something new today. I got an iPad. I moved it up here. My laptop took up the whole thing here, and I've kind of had to downsize, guys, because a few things. My car went through my house like 2 years ago. Something like that. So I had to decide if I was staying. I sold the house. It had a hole in it. And I took the money and I bought this little brand new trailer, and I love it, but I'm still trying to figure it all out. Okay, I'm trying to find the live here. I know it's here somewhere. I'm used to doing this backwards. I'm on here, right? I'm on here. Am I here? Home. Right, should be on here somewhere. Come on, guys. Where am I? I know I'm doing something wrong, guys. Let me just give me a minute. Give me a minute. No, I don't want to do a story. Can I do it this way? Can I do it that way? I'm doing something wrong here. Oh, so irritating. Every time I change something, it's like I got to relearn everything. This is not as easy as it looks, if anybody's ever done this before. Okay. I'm game. What am I doing wrong? I'm already on live. Already on live, guys. Well, this is irritating. Well, I can't get it to come up. I don't know. I'm trying to refresh it. It's not doing it. Not doing it. I got one of them that says she can't watch tonight because she's got storms. And I heard lightning and thunder earlier, so we've got some pretty heavy downpours. It got up to 70 degrees today, though. All right, so here we go. So what I can't find it. I did a test earlier. I guess it's not good. So I'm going to do this bunny first. And like I said, this original one, I'm following this basic shape. Now, I haven't made a template for this, but I'm going to put one into the Artsy Rose group, so you can have that by Saturday. But you got to join it. And I put the link up there, so just hit the link. It'll take you right over, and you'll see that I'm going to be there 4 o'clock on Saturday. And before Saturday, I will have this in there and basic instructions, which is going to be, you're going to need an 8-inch, these are dollar store, 8-inch stretch canvas, because this is what you're going to bust through. And you're going to need just a flat board canvas. And I got both of these there. One's going to go underneath the other, and I'm going to show you how to rip it and paint both sides and get it all together. So you're going to need both of these. So that's the first thing you're going to need. And then you're going to need paint, hot glue, preferably regular glue, maybe some ribbon. And I had this packing that I had, but you could probably use anything like Easter grass. You could put extra embellishments. I had this little heart. I stuck the heart in there. You could put probably even those little Easter eggs that you get, the plastic ones. Anything will work. So I'm going to just draw this bunny on. Kind of put this here so you can watch me. But my bunny is pretty simple bunny. I just kind of want to make sure it's not really dead center, but more towards the middle, towards the bottom, because he's got to show up through my, maybe a little farther down. Get my handy eraser here. Everybody should have one of these polymer erasers. You can get them at Walmart's, Professional Supply or Michael's, whatever. So I made like a half a circle. Then what I do is I make almost like I'm making a chipmunk. I do this, all right, and then I go like this, and I make the eyeball. Go like this, and I just make the eyeball. It'll kind of protrude outside of these. And you're going to put a nose. I kind of make it almost diamond shape. You're going to have your whiskers. And then you're going to make some ears. Now, I did one up, one down, but you could do both up, however you want to do them. You could do them topsy-turvy, wherever you want. Wherever you want to do them. And then the body's just straight lines. Then when I go to paint it, I try to make this middle part a little bit whiter. And then in this one, I kind of did just some legs like this. But remember, a lot of this bottom part isn't going to be showing because it's going to have, I'm going to put some grass and flowers in it. And pretty much that's the bunny. And I do like a little pink tongue here. That's it. Not a hard thing. So this is what I'm going to use for my template. And I think this might actually, I was going to look, I didn't do it. I want to talk about something else today. This template might, this template might be in the Artsy Road. There's a guide section with tracers or templates, whatever you want to call them. They're in there. All right, so now I'll show you the colors that I use. Now you could use any color that you want. It's up to you. Let me see if this is going to come up for me. I'm doing something wrong. Not coming up. Home. I don't know. I don't want to go in groups. I want to stay home. It says I'm home. Alright, so the colors I use, I kind of just did some oranges and pinks, but you could do blue and green. You could do all spring colors. You could do pink and blue. You could blue and yellow. You can do whatever you want. I kind of wanted to keep all the colors the same, so basically I used 4 colors. I used All Deco Art. I used, well, the one green is a little darker green. I used the sour apple for the flowers and stuff, which is kind of a lime green, if you see that. It's almost out. And then I use this really pretty tea berry. I'm just like in love with this. It's like an orange or reddish, pinkish form. It's just a pretty color. And then I use for his body, and to tone down some of the oranges, I use this deep ochre, or any yellow ochre will do. Kind of a peanut butter color. And then I use an orange, it's just bright orange, and a little bit of this green for the flowers. Any dark green will do. This one's, well, it's an apple barrel, but it's just a dark green. Shamrock or anything like that, evergreen, anything like that will work. So that, and then white. And then I use the Posco pen. You could use any black for the nose and the eyes. But you could use your paint. It just was simpler, so that's why I'm going to do it. Sometimes, you know, with those pens, you don't really need to have like a lot of detailed pens or anything, because, you know, you can, or a lot of detail brushes, because you can use a pen. They're a wonderful thing. So then I just put this on right here. This was actually someone in their I think Tammy gave this to me. It was in my one of my ATC cards. We trade cards. So this was in there. So this is kind of a close color. I had a pretty pink, and I just been sorting all my stuff into bins I bought, and I can't find it. That's why I got the bins. So that's just some ideas, but you could probably stick anything in there that you want. Maybe you know, jelly beans. You could hot glue some stuff, or shellac some things, and I don't know, you could do a lot of stuff. You got a lot at Dollar Tree. You could probably stick down in there. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get me a big brush. I got this square flat brush, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of background, but I kind of want just a very, very light background. I just did a little bit of that lime green and a lot of white and kind of washed it on. I didn't make it real strong. I'm just going to put like just a little dab of this green. There's some leftover colors here from when I did this, so I'm just going to, I had it stored in a wet palette here. And I need a bunch of white. Who's on here? Okay, so I'm just going to use some white and a little bit of that lime green, which is what's called Sour Apple. I think that's a pretty new one from Deco Art. But you know, you ain't got to use Deco Art. You can use whatever you want. So, and I am going to just put a little bit of green, a lot of white on the side of my thing here, and I'm going to kind of just make, it's very, very pale. Very, very pale. Because you're not really going to see a lot of this, but I feel like it needed something. So I'm just picking up a tiny bit of green. You could do more. But there's going to be grass around here too, so I thought this would be a good thing. And I'm just going to go around the outline. This will kind of cameo it in so I can see where I'm painting. So I just kind of put on like that. No big deal. Just keep picking up some white and green, mix them a little bit. Go around your subject. And I made him a little bit smaller the first time. This might be a better size, so we'll see when we get done. But I do believe this is, if anybody's over there and they look, let me know. But I'm going to probably look right after class if I remember. I got a couple projects here I want to finish up tonight. All right. A lot of white in there. Yeah, I had a house for the last couple of days. And she got in that car accident. So she got her new car today. And mine's in the shop. So I still ain't got no car. But she works nights, so it's kind of hard. And she lives up north. As soon as she moved into her new apartment, just let her car go. She had an old, like, I don't know, it was old. So she just spent a lot of money fixing it. I was like, it's always that way, don't you know? Always. Got a nice little apartment. A little. Car's cute. She got a 2018 Jetta. It's cute. price was right. She was smart. She looked all over, got pre-approved by her bank, and said, they're all trying to talk her into using their dealership ones. I'm like, you know, with the bank, you go to that bank, you know the people there, you're better off if you're having a problem, you know. All right, so that's pretty much as far as the background goes. That was pretty simple, right? So it has a flat or angle flat, pretty big one, inch and a half, you know, well, inch, half an inch, something like that. And then I'm going to get me a pointy round brush. This one's kind of dried out. That one needs to be soaked in some alcohol. All right, so now what I'm going to do, let's see if I can get you guys back up again. Oh no, that's not me. Alright, I'm playing. I'll play the game. It works better when it's on its side. Let me put it on its side. Figure it out on the side. Yeah, so why don't it do that on the other side? Alright. Get it upside down. No. I feel stupid for doing this. I know if you want to watch, you don't want to watch me play around with my iPad. I don't know why I'm not getting no cooperation. Usually I just pull down on it and that's it. I don't know why it's not. It's like buffering. It's buffering, guys. That's not good. Well, I got you on my phone. That's a good thing. Alright, so I'm going to go into this yellow ochre, which is this brownish color. I call it peanut butter color, see it? And a little bit of white. And I'm just going to start outlining this bunny. It's going to come on streaky. That's what you want. And I do that kind of streaky, kind of my style, but also it's a furry bunny, so you want it to be a little bit, you know, not too perfect, but you can make it nice and smooth. It's up to you how you want to do it. And I'm gonna just get that on. Might need to use a little smaller brush at some point here, but you get the idea. And let me wet my brush a little dry. Brown and white. Yeah, so I teach mostly people who are newer at it, or like I said, they've been doing it a while and they just want to pick up some tricks. And I've been painting a long time. I do lots of stuff as far as the art goes, though, but I'm kind of learning new stuff. I just ordered some supplies again. I've been wanting to do some big mix media. I do big canvas too, and I didn't have any pastels. I ordered some of them. You guys ever heard of Koh-i-Noor? Koh-i-Noor pencils, colored pencils. They're like butter when you put them on. I love them. I think one kid kind of confiscated them, but I'm not really sure what happened to them. So I got those, and I got some new pencils. So I can do some more playing. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm just getting the color on. We're going to put pink in here too, so I'm just kind of streaking this on a little bit. Wet my brush, and make sure you're going to pick up some of that tea berry, that pink, and a little bit of white so I can make like a light pink. And I'll go right inside the ears. It's still wet. You might want to dry this. I tend to kind of paint wet on wet. I used to be an oil painter, you know, like Bob Ross. He paints wet on wet. His technique is pretty cool. I still watch him. I still do. I'm going to go in here and kind of do this tongue a little bit. Right. So keep just streaking that brown on with a little bit of white. Just keep alternating back and forth so you get different colors. And go around the eyes like this. Don't worry about the whiskers yet. Just keep picking up to alternate between the two colors. If you happen to accidentally get into that pink, that's okay too, because it kind of blends a little bit. Really, just follow the shape of the subject. Just follow it. You can fix up later this green right here. Go around the nose. I figure I'm going to give my daughter the other one of these. I kind of want to try it again because I have another idea for these. You guys see that I'm an ambassador for Essential Stencils, and I had made that pretty wreath hanger. Well, they got a smaller bunny, and like these really, they're antique-y looking, really pretty, like eggs, you know, Easter eggs. And I was thinking that would make a good busted canvas too, so I might do that at some point. I don't know if I'll do it with class, but I think it would look really cute. I never really done a lot of like transfers. They haven't been around a long time, I don't think. But anyways, they just started doing the transfers. So yesterday I get an email, and they're going to send me a couple sets free. I said, would you like, they must have seen me doing something, I don't know. I know they have a lot of artists that I know. Well, one in particular, and she's doing a lot. Because you can like send videos and stuff, which I haven't. I just sell the stuff, you know. Or I try to, you know. And I get a little deal, and you get a little deal. I get like coffee money once a month in my PayPal. Just fixing the screen. So I'm kind of thrilled about that. So I'm going to get, I was wanting the crucifix. I want to do something with a cross. I was thinking about it today, actually. So I'm thinking I might try one of these busted canvas, which would be really easy for you guys with the what do you call it? Transfers. So I'm going to kind of just make it really dark right here. I'm going to make this really dark right here. So I can see, you know, like a transition here or a contrast. I can fix that up later. But right now I just want to make sure I got some dark right there. Kind of make these shoulders a little bigger, I think, too. And then I'm going to take, I want the chest kind of white, so I'm going to put a lot of white in here. Kind of like, you know, a white belly. Kind of. Just keep making streaks. If you got a nice round brush, it should have a little point to it. And just keep making that. See, now I can kind of come back here and kind of go right in a circle. And leave that chest white. Kind of how I teach when I do paint your pot. So I want to get back into it. I got to find a place. Got to find a place, guys. I had a lot of problems this last few years, so my legs are getting better. So really hard to teach standing up. I did some without it though. I just would stand up long enough to do a little bit, and sometimes I sit at the table, but I needed to chill this year. Just needed to chill. So I've been concentrating on my online presence and building my group. I get content monetization if you talk or, you know, make conversation. I get same thing, a little coffee money. And just recently, they gave me content monetization for my personal or professional page now. This is my art page. And then again, I reached 500 on that page about 2 weeks ago. Once I'm 500 or over for 30 days, I'm going to get stars on there too. So it's a slow process. This is not easy. So I'm pretty thrilled about that, you know. I like to be online more, but you know, on the other hand, I like being around the people, you know. It's a good time, you know. I just got to find another place. That's all. But the other place was having a lot of problems, and Diana was having some problems, so I need to take a little break. I had to get this trailer all fixed up too. That's been fun. I just ordered some stuff for the outside. I ordered 2 lilac trees, bare root. I started them in pots. I ordered a rosewood tree. It's going to kind of have like, I'm just turning this around. It's kind of going to have like rose-colored flowers in the spring. Don't get too big. Should be easy to take care of. So now I'm going to kind of come here, these little humps right here. Let me wet my brush. They are like the legs But like I said, you're not going to see these too much. Now these I'm going to do a little white right here. Kind of working with a dirty brush, but I like that. Because you're going to put a little garden down in here. And that's what you're going to use for your, just so it kind of, you'll see hints of it when you look down into the painting. Or the other canvas, the busted canvas. It'll look cool. Just blending this out. A little more way over here. Like I said, you're not really going to see this bottom, but you can put a little, right here. I put like a little foot right here. You can do that if you want to. So it looks like it's, you know, a bunny. You could put a big tail there too if you want to. You could. I think it's a good thing to be creative. Do your own thing. You don't have to do it this color. You could do it in a darker brown. You could do like a whitish grayish. You could do any color really. Bunnies come in all colors. Do some white. You want to make contrast so things show up. That's what the highlighting is about. You want something to show up, it's got to have a low light or a highlight, one or the other. Just makes everything show up better. Oh, I think I should have done this like that way. Yeah, it didn't. This ear's all screwed up. It's not good. Let's do it like this. That works better. I like to give this a little, kind of a little flick right there. A little flick. A little more darkness here. I think he looked good with a little hair up here. Let's give him a little hair. A little hair. You'll find if you keep everything, like you stick to 2 or 3, 4 colors, things just look better. You start bringing in too many colors, and especially when you first start painting, it can really, painting will be looking good, and you start bringing in a color don't match. That's why color theory and the color wheel are so important. I actually have some I'm giving out in my Happy Mail. I think I got 2 more left, and I've got a couple little paint palettes and some brushes. I got 2 watercolor sets, 2 small watercolors sets, and I got a few brushes to give out in my Happy Mail. So I've been doing some artwork, giving that out, but I also, you know, because I do these little projects on here. But just little ones, as you know, mailing stuff's absolutely ridiculous now. So I'm just kind of working where I want some to look like, you know, his cheeks and stuff. Let's take some white and kind of go like this too. Just dry it a little bit, because I'm gonna do the nose, the eyes, and then we're gonna do the whiskers. Hey, Cindy girl. Hey, trying to get I got my iPad up here to change where I put it, and it's just not coming up. I can't see you guys. I can't see if my work is centered. I don't know what's going on tonight. Facebook has been fairly wonky, and I'm not the only one saying it, so usually I have no problem. So you see I'm doing the busted canvas, Cindy? Isn't it cute? But you can do any colors. I'm going to show you how you got to do this. You're going to need hot glue. You're going to need, these are 8x10s, by the way. Dollar store. You can use any size you want. You just have to make sure one is flat, a flat board, and one is the stretch canvas. And just kind of pick out colors that are going to match, and I showed you what I used. All right, so now I'm going to use a Posca pen for the eyes and the nose. You could use black paint, but it just came out really even, so I decided to use my pen. Actually, I was getting dressed to go somewhere, and I didn't want to get all dirty, so I was trying to be careful. So you really kind of want to let this dry, but I like to temp fade myself and just kind of color that in. It's just kind of a round oval, and it kind of sticks out a little bit from the body. Let it dry a second, because we're going to give him some details with some eyelashes. Here's my diamond, and then just color that in. So now you get the nose. Let that dry a second. And my dryer hooked up. Let's see if we got my dryer hooked up. Yeah, so Saturday we're going to finish this bad boy up. show you what to do. Yeah. So I've had shoulder problems. This is another whole story. Did a hair for 40 years too. So I started doing these exercises. Do you know I've been over to do something yesterday? I had a spasm from hell. So exercise is not all it's cracked up to be. Not, you know, something not yet. I'll go put one in for you. I got to make one. But I did have one in there, I think. I was going to look. I kept forgetting. I got so much stuff going on. My daughter got in an accident yesterday, granddaughter. I had one in there for that other one I had out earlier, right here. In there for this, I think. But yeah, I will put one in there. It'll be in there. And I'll put everything you need in the info for doing this. But it's not enough time today to do both of it, to do all of this. It's about an hour for this and an hour for that, and then you just glue it together. Like I said, you can pick up the colors that you want, you know. I'm just drawing. I made this one a little smaller, so I'm thinking it's smaller. I did this one, you know, and then I'm thinking it might be better smaller, so I think I might trace this one and make a tracer out of it. You know, I trace it onto, parchment paper, and I transfer it with, ink paper onto copy paper. Then I take a picture and I download it and make it a PDF or a JPEG. And then I send it over to you guys, so it's not that easy. This is small though. Yeah, I'm gonna, if it's not in there, like I said, I'll put it in there tonight after I get done with this class. I did have one. I have a tracer for this. So, but they won't be this size. If it's a skinny one, it's too skinny. And I did a big painting with it too. There's a big one. So the skinny one actually will fit. So, but you could do any kind of bunny you want. I told you, I'm thinking about doing one with those transfers I got from Essential Stencils. They had the big one with it, but in the pack there was another whole one, and there was like one cute little bunny with stuff all around him. I think that would look cute on this too, and that would be like something that you wouldn't have to worry about painting too much. All right, so what we want to do next is I kind of wanted to put in some grass. Now it didn't show as much as I wanted to, but it did show. But the reason I chose these colors is because those colors I did in the background on the other side. Let that dry. Then first I did this side. No, first I did the inside. Then I did the, I made it look like a basket, and I used that, you can use anything, but I used that, those rake pens, brushes. That's why I get that like a basket. And this side is different when you paint it. It's like softer, so you gotta kind of don't try to do anything too detaily. But you could put a piece of material back there, or some kind of, you know, something like, I can't think of the words. You could probably do some stencils and different things, but it's kind of like grainy, so you can't like do anything too detailed on the back of the canvas. But I'll show you what you can do Saturday. So today we're just doing this. So now I'm going to add like some grass and stuff. So all I did was I got myself a small rigger, which got bent because it's been sitting in the water. I can go and fix it now. Just take some hot water and I just kind of reshape it. And I'm going to get it wet. And I'm going to go into some green. Make a little inky, wet green with some water, so that it moves good. And I'm just going to come in from the bottom and start doing some grass. You can use the darker green, you can use the lime green, you can use whatever you want. And I kind of just started going up the side of the canvas because I know it's going to show, so I tried to keep everything like what's going to show right in this area. I'm letting that dry. I still got to do the whiskers and stuff. And finish off the eyes. So you kind of want this to show a little bit, so I kind of like didn't want everything out there because you kind of, when you're looking at the canvas, you can kind of see down the sides a little bit, so try to do a little bit of artwork in here. Yeah. Just kind of get some spindly ones. I use this little small brush. You can probably do the same thing with the pen. You know, if you got a green Posca. I'm going to take my round one again. And I'm going to go in, I'm going to take, there's that tea berry, and then I got the orange too. I put an orange out. And I'm just going to make some little flowers. And I'm going to make some green leaves and a little orange. I'm just going to make these like little, I'm going to do like 3, 4, whatever you want to do. Like little flowers. They ain't got to be perfect. I just kind of lay them down with my brush. The brush is a little dry. Like little mushes, little mushes. Do them in different colors. Let me do this one so I get the color on my brush. See, I just kind of lay them down and make little 3, 4, 5. Now do the same thing with the orange. You kind of put it up as high as you want. I put some little hearts in here too. We'll do that in a minute. Just some different colors in here. See, I kept everything, all these colors are the same colors I'm using on the canvas. So everything kind of blends. So if you wanted to change colors, say you wanted to do pink and blue. Well, same thing. Do pink, blue, and white, and you can get something similar. Depending on what design you want to do. I wasn't sure where I was going with this, but I knew I wanted to make a basket look. And I wanted a bunny. And I wanted some flowers. And I was going to take that stuff that I had in a package and that like grass. But I imagine you could use Easter grass. You get like at the dollar store, you know, that pink or green or blue. You could probably do a lot of that kind of stuff. Little critters in there. I made like a couple. I was going to put, they were too big. I got like a wooden, what is it? Wooden eggs, which we'll do in another class. I don't know where I put it. And I painted it, and it was okay, but it was way too big. So, you know, this is kind of small. All right, so now I'm going to take the green, and I'm going to kind of just make some little leaves here and there. I can take the lime green to do the same thing. Remember, this is going to go behind that busted canvas, so you need to be aware that you're going to need a little something kind of showing around here. So just kind of play with the brush. Good way to practice your little leaves too. Do this on the other ones, but it's kind of good, so I'm going to keep with this. Something looks good, just keep doing it. Yeah, look at you doing it. Keep doing it. It looks pretty, right? A little more green on this side. Just a green on this side. A little more green. A little more. Take this big brush and kind of go through and put some on the bottom. Just in case you ever decide to take it out of the frame. Yeah, so it looks good. I don't know if I really see this part, but I just feel like it should be there. Alright, so now what I did was I took the pink and white, and I made some hearts. White, I took that tea berry and white, made like a pink. And then I made some little hearts all over. Just some little hearts. Where you want to. I just lay them down side by side. That's all you do. I talk to you guys, but I can't see it unless I put the phone up. My thing's not cooperating today. Now it just went up. It's not even on Facebook anymore. Oh, God. My iPad. So that's kind of cute with a little bit of hearts in it, right? I figure if they look down the side, they'll be able to see, you know, a little design, you know. All right, so let me do the eyes. So then you take that really tiny brush again, which is a rigger or a really fine, or you could use a fine tipped Posca pen. Show the eyes. And I just did around the eyes with the white and a little bit of that brown. So I'm going to go through and thin out a little bit of white. Like I said, you could use a white Posca pen. I'm just going to make like some eyelashes. I'm going to go like this. Oh, I got that up too high, but I can fix it with the pen. Oh, I did it again. Oh, crap. Oh, okay. Get my black pen. Don't ask me when I'm doing this. I'm going to use my Posca pen. I'm just going to make some little eyelashes. And then wash my pen off because I don't want to ruin it. And now I'm going to go through and make some really thin whiskers. Just kind of, I'm going to put all that pink in there just so they get a little color so you can see them. Could do that. And do whatever you want. It's your painting. Just say, make it a happy place. That's what our friend Bob used to say. A bit closer, I think. A bit closer. That's good. Maybe a little fur here. A little more fur. Kind of took some of that brown too and kind of a little color right there. The brown's getting kind of dry. A little brown there. A little brown here. Round it out a little bit. That's good. Right. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with my internet today. I will write them down for you. That is yellow ochre. Dark ochre, any kind of ochre. It's like a brownish, it's like a peanut butter color. Maybe a little bit lighter than peanut butter. It's about a peanut butter color. And then I used, the orange is just a bright orange. I use this color called Tea Berry, which is so pretty. It's like a pinkish, yellowish, reddish color called Tea Berry. And then I use that and the orange and the ochre and white, and then just some dark green that I had from Apple Barrel, which is shamrock green. But you could, there's also a Christmas tree green, any green like that will work. If it's a little too dark, you can put white in it. So that's ready for the stretch canvas. So I think the link's still up there, right? Yeah, link's still there. So like I said, if you want to see the rest of this coming Saturday, make sure you come on over at 4 p.m. in the group, and I'll show you how to finish it. And I'm going to see if I can get this up again. It's not working, not working. I I don't know what's going on tonight. You should come right up. So weird. I'm not in here. Oh, Facebook, what do you want? Now I came up. What did I do? I go back and say I did. Go like that? What did I do to get back up there? What did I do? I don't even know. I hit something. No, that's not me. That's somebody else. No, it's my... Since I went to this iPad, I don't know. I wanted it so bad. And I don't think I'm really that crazy about it, to tell you the truth. I figured it out. Hey, Barb. So I had a hell of a time getting me up on my live on this iPad. There I am, pink scarf. You like my little scarf? They're cute. Dollar Tree. So I like scarves. It's not cold enough to wear a heavy scarf. I have a lot of scarves. But my neck gets cold. So it was 70 degrees today, but still you get a little breeze. So as long as I have something around my neck, I've been wearing these, I'm good. So there's my little bunny. I'm going to make a tracer for you guys. And here's the rest of my busted canvas. And I'll show you how to finish this. Basically, it's dollar store canvas, or any kind of canvas. It's 8x10 flat board, 8x10 stretch canvas. And you're going to need glue, and then, you know, you're going to need to make a bunny. But like I said, if you ordered any of those transfers, that could be good too. Hey, Tammy. I also sending you part of the Happy Mail, kind of a little prize. You know, there's only three last month, Tammy. And, Kat and Niall does. So you all are going to get like a little fat envelope full of stuff. And of course, Lori will get something for winning the challenge. But that's basically what we're doing now. I made this one a little bit smaller, so I'm hoping it fits better. Either way, it'll be fine. But I'll make you a little template of this and put it over there. And I'll put the colors in there underneath it. And we're going to finish it next week. But make sure you got both canvases when you get ready for this. And you'll need, you don't have to, but I put like a little grass in there that I have from, you know, I keep everything, some package I got. But you could stick other stuff in there. Oh, this I was going to do, I painted one of these. And I was going to put that, but it was like too much. So, but you could probably pick up other things. I was going to do this, too big. You could probably make some small ones and put it on there. Yeah, so I think this would be a good little project. I'm going to make two, and then one's going to go to I told my daughter you're getting one. So, anyways, like I said, if you guys, ordered stencils, Essential Stencils sent me a thing in the mail yesterday. They sent a thing this morning. They're sending it. They must have seen me doing some of my stuff or something. I don't know, but they're sending me some free stencils. That one I just did with the hanger. And I don't know, maybe they see me do those reverse stencils. I've never seen anybody else do them. I don't even know where I got that idea. I got someone, I've seen it somewhere. You know how I do the watercolor and I take the sponge and I take the color off? So maybe they see me doing some of that stuff, but they're sending me free stencils. So I was very happy. You know, I love free. So I will see you guys Saturday, 4 o'clock. Come on over, guys. If anybody that's watching this, say hi, say hello. Or come over to the place and say hello. I'm trying to make it to 500. I haven't looked. Did I get anybody new today? I got to be close. Get to 500. We're having a party. I'm going to give out a gift certificate and stuff. And play some games. Some history games about me starting a group. My one girlfriend did it. I think it's a great idea. It's like you could put like when's the date I started. You know, how long has the group been around. All kinds of stuff. I'll think of a whole bunch of questions to see if you guys can win some prizes. So I don't know when that's going to be. I got to make it to 500 first. About 6 months ago, I thought I made it to 500. I don't know what happened. The count went down. But, you know, Facebook started doing followers instead of something else, so I don't know. So today I got something else new. I got to tell people in my group. They're going to let pages into my group now. They didn't used to do that. You can only do, well, no, they do let no, wait a minute. They do let pages in. Why did I get that notice then? I don't know. Now they got something. They're doing a lot of new things. So if you guys see a few things changing, I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. for March or April? For this month, right? Yeah, because these are all from March. Did you send one for March, Barb? Did I get it? Here's Tammy. Oh no, here's Kat. And here's when did you send it, Barb? Did I get it? I must have got it, right? I'll go look. I thought it was just the 3 years. For April. For April. You sent it already? Because those are off for March. I got those all last week, but I thought maybe a few more people would send some. But this month is, what is it? I don't even remember. I have to go look. Yeah, just let me know, Barb. Because I think that'll be under the April one. I can't believe it's, what, the 4th already? Alright, guys, so I will see you Saturday at 4 o'clock. And we're going to finish this. I'm going to I'm going to make a template right now. And I will put it over there and give you the list of colors. So you guys have a great night. I hope inspiration finds you wherever you go. And I'm hoping I get to 500. So have a great night, guys. And make art. Make lots and lots and lots of art. Bye, guys.